Hi, we're Taryn and Jono Tykalis, and we have 3 girls, 9, 7, 5, and we're homeschooling them on the road in a schoolie. For us, we've always had a motorhome dream. So we wanted to travel North America in a motorhome, and we first looked at motorhomes. We started shopping around, and most of them were not in our budget and not our style. And they didn't accommodate 3 kids very well. We'd have to renovate them. So we started, it was on Instagram, which they was listening to me, that algorithm, and it started showing me schoolie accounts. And that's where I started to fall in love with the idea of customizing a school bus.
Bought the bus for 10,000 Canadian, fully built out. We were into it for about 40,000 Canadian. We did all the work ourselves. Yeah. I did hire out the spray foam because it just made more financial sense to do that. This bus is a 2003 Bluebird. It's a flat nose, 35 feet long. We have 100 gallons of water, 60 gallons of fuel. Our bus so it's a front engine, and front engines typically don't have a lot of storage built underneath. So I had to build our own. Solar lighting at night, it just kind of like does the perimeter of the bus. I do also have, I call it like desert security lights. I can pop those on from inside and it just like lights up the whole perimeter for a few hundred feet. In here, I have the bus battery. Down here is my generator cabinet. Here's the heat pump for our mini split. I chose to mount it underneath just because I just liked it visually a little bit better. I did cage it. These mountains are in Canmore. This is the Three Sisters. We have 3 girls. So we had a friend, his name's Daniel Wagler. He hand painted this on both sides of our bus, and we just love it. It's our favorite, and he kind of made it so there's the Bow River, which is a main river where we're from. I also have shade sails, which we often have on the south-facing side of our bus. It just kind of shades all the bus windows because it can get pretty hot in here if we don't have that when the sun's out. Up top, we've got a rooftop deck. It's 8x8. We access it through the hatch that you can kind of see open up there, I think. You can only access our deck from inside. Underneath the deck, I got a few security cameras going on just for when we're not around the bus, or even when we are. It can pick up if someone's around our bus and just notify me. And then on this side, I've got my largest solar panel. It's for my rear system of our solar, and it's on gas struts, so we're able to tilt it in the winter when it's a bit harder to get direct sunlight. So that's what's going on over here. Here's the storage that we built. It was a labor of love. It was one of the first like metal jobs that I had to do on the bus. And I did it in a way where these can open up, and these actually hook on these cables. They're adjustable, so we can kind of level this out, but it's great. We cook out here. I use it as a work table.
This is the entry to our home. We call it our mud room. We have an area for the kids to put their shoes right when you get in. And then here, it looks like an art piece, but it is actually for the girls' coats. So when they come in, they have a place to hang their coats right away. So we have that. We have a little decor here. This was actually a headboard of a 1930s bed that we actually repurposed to just give nice wood features up here. And then up here is our baskets. All the girls' homeschool supplies are in this basket. So this is the driver's area. Jono is the one that drives the bus. I have attempted one time to drive it. I probably should learn how, so in case something happens to him, we would be okay, but he's the driver. So this is our living room, and we built this in a way that we could have it for like a multi-purpose room. We can do multiple things here. And then we also have our tables behind. So how that works, I move the pillows and I flip this over, and the legs, this way, come out of the arms. And this is what usually when we're doing homeschool in the morning, like the girls will have breakfast and they'll come sit here, have their breakfast. And then as soon as they're done their breakfast, we grab out their homeschool supplies. And this is where I do their school before the day begins. Once we're done their book work, then we adventure the rest of the day. We also can pull up the couch here, and here's a bunch of storage. We've got all the girls' craft supplies. They've got knitting. The other way we use this room is for piano lessons. It's really neat how this folds up. You turn it off and it folds in half. And then we put it under our couch here. The other thing we can do is I can flip over the other side and we can have our whole family dine around the table. And there we go. So we can see 8 to 10 people around here. The girls saved all their rocks and seashells and they were able to play a part in making this table. They put them all into the table and now it's a nice little conversation piece when we're sitting around the table as a family.
For us, got married young, realized quick that we wanted more options in our life, governance of our time. We want to be present in our kids' lives and parent, and whether it's parenting or their education. And this bus life, like living in a schoolie, has kind of come in and encapsulated that quite a bit, at least at the stage of life we're in right now. How we fund our life is we've actually built up a company that utilizes a handful of different e-commerce and web-based platforms. It allows us to maintain that, grow it from wherever we are, as long as we have access to the internet.
Our mantra is we do hard things, and we like to show that to them.
I think they get to see that in real time.
The way we're getting to educate our girls and go to all the places where we not read about it in a textbook, that we actually go and take them there and experience the culture, experience people and community. Our girls are thriving in their relationships with each other. They're learning how to have great sister bonds. And that's what schoolie life has provided us. And it's also just like a little crazy. Like we like to be the crazy ones in our family. As we meet Americans on the road, they don't always know about our Canadian money. So we put a little toonie here. That's $2. And sorry for the bubbles, it's not perfect, but that's that part of our money. And then we have a loonie, which is $1 on the other side of the table. And then we come into this space, our kitchen area, and over here is our pellet stove. And this has been so great and so efficient for heating our bus. It can go about 8 to 10 hours if we run it all night. We don't have to constantly feed it, and you can set the temperature and it can go off on its own. So that's been great. In our kitchen here, my favorite feature is this vintage stove. I love the color. We found it on Facebook Marketplace for $100. And I think it was pulled out of like a 1960s camper. So pretty cool. I mean, the con of it is it's a bit small for an oven, but we're making it work. It's working great. We also in here had to do these skylights. So instead of raising our bus, my husband's 6'2", he needed to be able to stand. And so he did this as a solution. Instead of raising the roof, he put these skylights in here. This is how it can light up the space. Or we have things to cool the space here as well, because it can get hot. But yeah, he stands in the kitchen and does all the cooking. He's the chef in our home, so he's able to stand in here with these pop-up skylights.
If you are also building a mobile dwelling and in need of off-grid electrical components like solar panels, lithium batteries, or inverters, I've been researching this for more than 5 years now, and the absolute best prices, for now, are at signaturesolar.com. They even sell solar panels in pallets of 10 for only 27 cents a watt, and I've never seen anything that affordable ever on the market before. Now, if you check out, use my code JUICEBOX and you'll get an additional $50 off. Back to the show.
We have these swinging doors. This is my favorite thing. They swing and they also can be used, we latch them here. It holds our fridge shut while we're driving. We've never had an issue with food falling out while we're driving. And that same here, this is how we latch all the drawers so nothing there comes out again while we're moving the bus. So in these drawers, we keep all of our cutlery, the big cooking utensils. We have a junk drawer just like everybody. That's one of those. All our storage containers. This is like the snack cabinet. So we fit all our snacks up there. And these are all of our spices. And then these two act kind of like pantry for us. So we keep all of those dry foods in here. And the pots and pans are stored in this custom cabinet. And then all our cleaning supplies are under the sink and our we have a pull-out garbage can. And then this is our big sink. So we got extra counter space, but this block does come out. In this cupboard, we keep all of our bowls and cups and mugs. And then right here, this is our mini split. So it runs the AC and the heat. We also have a vent here for when we're cooking. It turns on right here, like that. And it gets rid of all the smells from our cooking, which is a really nice thing to have in the bus. So this room is our compost toilet, and it's also the room that I get ready in. So I keep all my skincare, and I also have all my makeup stored here. And I will usually sit there and use the mirror, and yeah, it's a multi-purpose space. And it also has a door for privacy. The other feature we did is we used soundproofing material on a lot of the walls of the bathroom. And this is our shower room. Our shower head, it's adjustable. So when the girls are showering, I can lower it. So we use the Nebbia shower head as it conserves water. It uses 50% less water, I believe, than a typical shower head. We have a 100-gallon water tank under our bed. And we actually, for a family of 5, we usually can go about 10 days with our 100-gallon of water, and we each get 2 showers. You're now standing in our bunk room, which is the kids' bedroom. At the front of the bunk room, we've got storage here. So this side is, Jono and I keep all our hanging clothes. We've got a hamper as well stored there. And then a lot of utility things also stored in the back of the closet. And then here is a really nice hidden feature. It pulls out. Jono just built this recently. And both of these things we can just latch like this when we're driving. They don't come open. Now here is our daughter's bunks. So our oldest sleeps here. And they each have like their own little plug-in outlet and a night light. And then they keep all their stuffies and toys on the sides. And then our middle daughter sleeps here in this bed. And then our youngest sleeps here. And then we have an awesome feature here. We made a little playroom for them. We felt this was really important so they could have their own space for playing. At one point we were gonna just make more drawers here, more storage, maybe put a washer dryer. But last minute we said, no, we want to make something that's just for the girls so they can have ownership in this bus. And so this is their special room. They love it. We've got another shelf for all their books so that they have on display. And then they've got ladders on their bunks. That's how they get in their bed. And these ladders also go up to our rooftop deck. So that's a way to get up here. Here is our roof deck. It's great. We actually put our camping chairs up here often so we can watch sunsets, take in the stars. And yeah, it's really great up here. We also have extra room for some panels, and our Starlink is strapped up here as well. We usually take that down for driving, and it's a pretty simple process to put that away. As crazy as this may look, this is an unorganized gathering that happens every year in the Arizona desert, and it's usually 7 to 10 to 14 days long where we gather together and share bus stories. And welcome to the back of the bus, which is our bedroom. It's very cozy in here. We've got the back original bus door that you can still open up and look out at all the views. And then we did all this woodwork in here at the back side of our bed. Our headboard is all these slats. That's actually the same cedar wood that was used in the bathroom. It was the leftover, and we were able to make that feature. This actually flips up. There's gas struts so we can access under the bed. And the front half of our bed is all storage. We keep all our seasonal clothes under the bed. We have a printer. And then the back half of the bed is our 100-gallon water tank. And then we also have some of our, hopefully none falls out as I open it. But yeah, all of our casual clothing is stored there. And then at the end of the bed, we have these little pop-up doors a lot. And we also have windows that open up here as well. If I can encourage you in anything, if you are interested in this type of lifestyle, the main thing we have learned is that communication is everything. Having a plan, doing the research, sticking to a budget, all those things allow us to have, a good, well-functioning family system living tiny on the road. Thanks for watching. It's been great getting to show you our home. If you want to follow along more on our journey, we do have an Instagram at bust.free.life. You can check us out there.